Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song by R5 called Baby It's You. And it starts off with this cool little intro lick actually where you play 2nd fret on the G string, 4th fret on the G, 2nd on the G, 4th on the G, 2nd on the G, and then open G, and then 2nd on the G, and then open G. So we're going to kind of follow those notes. You're going A, B, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, A, G, A, G. It's kind of that recurring intro idea, and it gets carried over into the verse. And you can back that up with a G major chord. And normally do this first finger on the A second, second finger on the low E third, and third finger on the high E third. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord and sounds really happy. And you may also dig on put the third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, and working that for your G major. And you could even kind of try and hold on to that 2nd fret note on the low E string, kind of just that G note, and then kind of try and work that 2nd fret, 4th fret idea around that note. And I'm adding a little bit of muting. I'm taking the flat of my right hand, kind of laying it down on top of the saddle. So I'm kind of holding down that 2, and then, or 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the low E, kind of cover the G note, and then kind of working that lick on the G string around that. I'm just thinking down strokes. Or you could even just fill in time on the G chord, which would be cool too on the intro. Or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So you take the G and just try that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Or you may try variations that actually down, up, down, up, down, up. It's kind of a cool one. Down, down, up. From that intro, we'll be going into our main verse. We start on the G major. I'm going to do some more G, and then we go to a C major chord. Normally we do that first finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the A 3rd. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, the beautiful sounds of C major. Now you may also dig on lifting off the 1st finger, make that C major 7, or you can add in the pinky on the B 3rd for C major 9 and kind of say some stuff around it. Or another way to play C major 9. We'll be doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the A 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working that for your C major. And then from the C, we'll be going to an A minor chord. You normally do this 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the G 2nd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. It sounds really sad. You may also dig on lifting the 1st finger, making that A sus2, or adding in the pinky on the B 3rd, making that A suspended chord. Or you may dig on lifting off the 3rd finger, making that A minor 7, or adding in the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7. Or you may dig on an A7 sus, because then you wouldn't have to move as far. So you have 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd for the A. And then from the A minor, we'd be going to a D major. You normally do this 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the high E 2nd, 3rd finger on the B string 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the beautiful sounds of D major. Now you may also dig on lifting off the 2nd finger, making that a D sus2, or adding in the pinky on the high E 3rd for D suspended, kind of saying some stuff around the D chord. And then from the D, we kind of repeat that idea for our first verse. You can do that any of those ways that we've been talking about. So you can do the down idea, G, G, C, C, A minor, A minor, D, D, or you may be digging on the strum. G, G, C, C, A minor, into our pre-chorus part. And our pre-chorus starts on the C major, but then we go to an E minor chord. I normally do this 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 2nd. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord. It sounds really sad. You may also dig on adding in 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, making that an E minor 7. And then from the E minor we go to G, and then we go to our D major. And we almost kind of repeat that C, E minor, but then we go to D, D, and then more D. Or if you're digging on the strum pattern, then we could try that through that whole pre-chorus. You'd have the C, E minor, G, D, C, E minor, D, D. And from there, then we're going into our chorus part, which is kind of like a little variation of all that. So G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C. Do that 4 times for our chorus. From there, then we'll be going into our next verse. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, you throw a bass note in for the chord. So on the G, you'd have low E for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. On the D, you'd have the D for the bass. And on the E minor, you'd have low E for the bass. And you could even work that variation with bass. It's kind of a bass up, down, up, down, bass up, down, down. You kind of dig on that. So through that second verse that way, we have the G, G, C, C, A minor, D. Or you could add stuff around the chords. And then from there, they would be going into our pre-chorus part. So our C, E minor, G, D, C, E minor, D, more D. And from there, we'll be going into our second chorus. So we tried that with that same idea of the basses. We have G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C. And then from that second chorus, then we're going into our bridge part. Our bridge kind of starts on the A minor, then our C, G, and then D. And that A minor, C, G, D. But then you hear this cool little bass run on an A note, actually kind of open A, to second fret on the A, to third fret on the A. And you could even write it on just that lick, kind of the A, B, C, or you it's Law and Order. So A, B, C. So you want to kind of follow that on the A minor chord, kind of to get that into the C chord, or you can even do that with the downs. And then we kind of pick it up on what almost sounds like the verse, but it's kind of just the first part of the verse at the very end of the bridge. Kind of that G, G, and C, C. It's kind of a psych out before we go into our outro chorus. So all the way through the whole bridge, you know, the A minor, C, G, D, A minor, C, G, D. And then we're gonna make an A minor push, the C chord, and then we pick it back up on kind of like a little piece of our verse. G, C, C. From there, then we'll be going into our last basics of how you could strum through Baby It's You by R5. So good luck.